On the desolate, twin-sun-scorched plains of Tatooine, a young man named Luke Skywalker dreamt of a life beyond moisture farming. His gaze often drifted to the horizon, longing for adventure, for a purpose greater than his dusty reality. He felt the pull of the stars, a vague, undefined yearning, but he lacked the compass to guide him, the confidence to pursue such an audacious dream. He was a spark, waiting for a flame. And then, like a whisper carried on the desert wind, came Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not with a grand fanfare, but as an old hermit, a figure shrouded in mystery and a forgotten past. He didn't just appear, he unfolded a new reality for Luke, piece by careful piece. He didn't just speak of a father Luke never truly knew. He handed him the elegant weapon of a bygone age, a relic that hummed with untold stories, a physical key to his own dormant destiny. Obi-Wan's teaching was not a lecture on physics or a demonstration of parlor tricks. When he spoke of the Force, he didn't merely describe an energy field. He painted a picture of life itself, an omnipresent current binding the galaxy together, a spiritual river flowing through all living things. He didn't just outline its mechanics, he invited Luke to feel it, to trust it, to believe in its existence, and more profoundly, in his own connection to it. It was an invitation to open his mind to a universe far vaster and more wondrous than he could ever have imagined from the cockpit of his T-16 Skyhopper. Consider that moment on the Millennium Falcon, as Luke first handled the lightsaber, clumsy and unsure. Obi-Wan didn't just correct his stance or explain the blade's properties. He blindfolded him, deliberately removing Luke's reliance on his physical senses, forcing him to reach inward, to listen not with his ears, but with his heart. Your eyes can deceive you, he advised gently. Don't trust them. Stretch out with your feelings. This wasn't just a combat lesson. It was a lesson in self-awareness, in intuition, in tapping into a deeper wellspring of perception. He was teaching Luke to believe in something he couldn't see, something residing deep within himself. He was teaching faith, not as dogma, but as an active, personal experience. Obi-Wan didn't just teach Luke what the Force was, he taught him who he was in relation to it. He showed Luke that the extraordinary wasn't something external to be acquired, but an intrinsic part of his being, waiting to be awakened. He instilled a belief in Luke's own potential, nurturing the nascent courage and compassion that would define him. He gave Luke the quiet conviction that he was capable of more than he thought, that his dreams were not foolish, but echoes of a destiny waiting to be claimed. This wasn't just instruction, it was inspiration, a slow, steady kindling of self-worth. His mentorship was a profound gift of hope. In a galaxy suffocating under the Empire's iron fist, hope was a dangerous, precious commodity. Obi-Wan offered it to Luke not as a fleeting wish, but as a tangible path forward, a legacy to uphold, a rebellion to ignite. He gave Luke not just the tools, but the reason to fight, connecting his personal journey to the fate of an oppressed galaxy. Even in his final climactic act on the Death Star, Obi-Wan's greatest lesson was one of transformation and enduring presence. His sacrifice wasn't an end, it was a transcendent moment, proving his words, "If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine." He demonstrated that the true essence of life and the Force goes beyond physical form. He solidified Luke's faith, becoming a guiding voice, a spiritual touchstone that empowered Luke in his most desperate hour. Use the Force, Luke. That familiar, gentle command wasn't a new instruction, but a reminder of the lessons of the heart already deeply ingrained. It was the whisper of a belief Obi-Wan had carefully planted and diligently nurtured. Obi-Wan Kenobi understood that the most impactful lessons are not solely of the mind, but of the heart. He taught Luke to believe in himself, to believe in something greater than himself, and in doing so, he opened the floodgates of courage and conviction. He didn't just teach the mechanics of the Force, he ignited a spark in a farm boy's soul, a spark that blazed into the flame of the rebellion, forever changing the destiny of the galaxy. His legacy is not just in the Jedi he trained, but in the hope he inspired, a testament to the profound power of a true mentor. What do you think was Obi-Wan's most crucial lesson for Luke? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this reflection, please consider subscribing for more stories from a galaxy far, far away.